expect you to speak. Both of you are saying. However, when I am in another country, I do speak English, but I do pick up my translator.
Correct. You need a bitch that speaks English.
Yeah, I hear that.
I'm not using my phone to translate what you're saying over the phone.
I hear that. I will ask for someone that speaks English. I will. But if I am in, I will do this. Which as a black person, I cannot be.
That's crazy.
Right. Bigoted, maybe.
Yeah. We'll accept.
Racist? No.
No.
I don't own any system.
We don't have enough power to do that.
To be racist. And for you to say being racist against Latino people without taking accountability of listening to me say the very first time that I ever experienced the word nigger
was from somebody
side is because of the big help from your own people that were racist against their own people. I'd like for you to understand that since you're unpacking everything about T.S. Madison.
What are they doing?
Unpacking everything about T.S. Madison.
What are they doing?
Unpacking.
Like suitcase.
Yes, I need them for them to unpack that. They my very first time. I was like, "Yo, wait a minute now, how a nigga?" And I can't. You may not listen. You may not have said 2 words in English, but you definitely said
you
nigger.
Knew that.
You knew nigger.
You knew that.
And don't be black and go into a place that's predominantly Latino or Hispanic, and they tell you, and then immediately go to is I don't speak it because they don't want to deal with you.
That's right.
So we got to take accountability on both sides.
That's right.
I fuck with everybody. If I can read everybody, I fuck with everybody.
Right.
If I can read every motherfucking body, bitch, I fuck with everybody. Because I read crippled, blind, fat, skinny.
Not crippled.
Black woman, black man, white woman, white man. I read everybody. And bitch, whatever I pick up to hit you with, you get hit with it.
Can I request an Uber? I'd like to request a black car.
Whatever I pick up to hit you with, I'm busting you in your motherfucking shit with it. That's just how that works. I'm not going to be over here trying to pick up what's not going to hurt your feelings.
A black car.
I'm not going to be over here trying to calculate in my mind what's the correct way to read a bit. I'm going to the floor.
I'm ready now. How far away are you? Okay.
I'm going to the floor. I'm picking it up off the ground, bitch. If it's trash, bitch, you're getting hit in the face with a garbage can. Trash.
A black car.
I have read trainees.
SUV.
I have read motherfucking cisgender people.
Thank you.
I definitely drag trainees to pieces, bitch. I definitely shred trainees like motherfucking goddamn potted meat.
I prefer a quiet car.
You know I tears and trainee up, bitch. Like, spare me.
Yeah, no, I just came from work. It's kind of loud here, so I've been like,
spare me, bitch. So when you're clipping these things, when you're clipping, and you're clipping these things, clip all around and say exactly what I motherfucking said. Sit next to this these motherfuckers here.
You're picking up that trash truck, right? Get over to the recycling center on Alta Street in Chamberlain Hills. The trash collector's a good job.
On the way.
Nice and early when you're probably still up and wired.
So this homosexual tag, and they have their ideas that is it. We don't know about it. No, we're not. Oh God. Oh my God. And if I want to pack
I forgot my glasses.
You want to tell me how to pack one of you bitches up, especially if you pulled outside my yard to get packed up. You gotta remember, especially if you moved up to my yard to get packed up, you can't tell me how to pack you up.
That's it. That's it. That's all. That's it, and that's all.
You can run the Reddit all day. Y'all can run over there. Y'all can stand outside the Wild building. Y'all can write for mom. Bitch told me, bitch running in the day unsubscribed to Wild Presents Plus. Okay, I have 10 people subscribed to Wild Presents Plus tonight. Tonight. Trying to petition me, cut it out. We all gotta take accountability. I don't just get up and be like, and start reading Latino people or Hispanic. I don't start doing that, bitch. I only hit bitches that hit me. Right. And bitch, whatever I'm gonna hit your motherfucking ass with, bitch. It's like your mama whooping you. Whatever your mama pick up to whoop your ass, you get your ass whooped with it. Don't show out, and you won't get your ass whooped. But to place the moniker racist T.S. Madison,
that's crazy.
Without taking the whole video in its context and hearing me say, bitch, the first time that I ever experienced racism was from a Cuban person calling me a nigger.
They don't want to address that.
They don't never want to address that.
Yeah.
They never do. But they want to bitch, it is hurdle. This shit is going on and on. It's like endless. Endless.
That's crazy.
Paragraph.
And it goes back to something where's the thing that I sent you? We were talking about the Tyler Perry thing with Kenya Burris. What was that quote? Where did I send it? I think I sent it to you directly. Where is that quote? The quote that I said, oh, you will use up everything you got trying to give everybody what they want.
Put that in there. Play that video. Is the video in there?
Well, I wouldn't. You think that'll be? Let's just put it in. We can always cut it.
Yeah, that wasn't sure.
Yeah, is it a beat? You have the video in there?
Video.
Go ahead and play it.
Okay, hold on.
So yeah, in this, yeah. So when you do that, so in this video, it's Tyler Perry and Kenya Burris. Kenya Burris is the creator of Blackish, the TV show Blackish.
All the issues.
Right.
Yeah.
And Blackish and what was the one after that?
Grownish.
Grownish. Yeah. So he's in this conversation. They said, so one of them said, "You will use up everything you got, trying to give everybody what."
Tyler Perry said that.
Yeah, and the truth is, and this goes back to what I was saying earlier. I was at house music in the park, and so many people came up to me talking about how they love what you do. They love what we do with Fag Talk. And the truth is, I believe that at a sincere level, we do this show for you guys, the people. And the truth is, there will always be people who misinterpret, misunderstand what we do.
There are some people that are intentionally
trying to misunderstand what we're doing. And so, again, going back to this quote, you will use up everything you got. I believe we use up everything we got, trying to give everybody what they want.
Pull it up. Put it up and play it through the speaker. Where's the phone?
Yeah, because I'm trying to read more stuff.
Okay, I can play it right here.
I sent it to Tyler Perry. Did you see what Tyler wrote me back? He said, I said that with my full chest.
Yes. And it's true. You know, I'm going to play it from right here.
Did you send it in the text?
Yeah, he had it. Okay, go ahead. Mo can play it. Okay. Mo is going to upload it. But it's true. And, like, one of the things that, you know, she and I say all the time, one of the things that we say all the time, like, there will always be people who criticize what we do over here at Fag Talk. But like I said, it's evidenced in what happened today. And I'm sure you get it, too, when you go wherever you go.
Yeah, Craig, I'm getting it now.
Yeah,
it's like how you girls are trying to petition against my job. Like, you know, it's like I really am out here being, but you're not holding
a detriment.
You're not holding your own accountable.
Exactly.
Your own. Why are you not petitioning against yourselves for those that I will vote? Oh, she just was reading her body. How do you know that doesn't affect me?
Yeah.
How do you know that doesn't affect me mentally?
Exactly.
Oh, he was only reading her body.
Yeah.
Okay, bitch. Oh, well, why does she have to go right to the race? Why does she call him Pablo? Bitch, I did whatever I felt was necessary, bitch, when he broke a bottle outside, I came outside with guns.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't break a bottle outside if you don't want to get shot. Don't come to a motherfucking gunfight with a knife.
That's it.
Or be prepared to go down, because Craig, had he been Spanish, had it been a black person, y'all sit around and don't say nothing when I was reading all those black people. I was tearing black people up. Was spit speaking black people all day.
Yeah.
You didn't say a word.
Right.
It only was offensive to you.
Right.
Once it got to what be calling him Pablo and
telling
him, bitch, instead of being under my comment section, you need to be under the bed because ice outside.
That's right.
That's quick with it like that.
And we got some ice shit.
Instead of me telling the black folks, bitch over there, the bitch, you're gonna be a single mother in a year. I don't want your pussy. Your pussy ain't got you being nothing but a single mother, bitch. Go grimy to the floor. So
what are you saying?
what are you talking about? I didn't just pick you out and say, oh, I'm racist. I just
Right.
pick the bitch that came to my door.
That's right.
With all stereotypes. I use stereotypes as real.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Go ahead, Mom.
All right, here we go.
And it works for you. You don't seem like you care. I don't. I don't know how to do it, man. I feel like I really care what white people think. I feel like I like it a lot. I care what everybody thinks. To be honest with you, I feel like that's almost all I care about, it seems like.
What other people think. It's really sad. It's a sad existence.
It's not a great life. But it seems like every time I do a project, the first thing I do after the project comes out is go to Rotten Tomatoes.
But let me just tell you about the tomatoes. I don't fuck with them.
You know, with tomatoes?
I don't give a damn about a rotten or fresh. Don't let me shit to me.
That's amazing.
Can I just tell you why? Please. Nina Simone said this, and I never forgot it. She said, you will use up everything you got trying to give everybody what they want. You got to focus, man. And you know what I do? I super serve my niche. We speak a language. We're talking. We know each other. We get it. There's a lot of times I see shit that win Oscars. I be like, what is this shit? I walked out halfway through it. I don't get it. And listen, I feel like they feel the same way about my work. They don't get it, which is all cool. My mother, born in Jim Crow South in Louisiana, right down the street from Mississippi where Emmett Till was murdered. She told
about that because I watched that whole thread and I was like, you really don't understand. My family is blended.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's not me saying like, oh, well, my family, so there's no possible way. Because there is ways that your family could be blended. You can still be racist.
That's right.
There is ways that you could be married to a black man and still be racist. You could be married to a white, a gay person and still be homophobic or transgender.
Right.
You can these are things that these can still be.
Yeah.
But that's not my space, bitch. I fuck with everybody. I also read everybody.
Yeah.
I also read everybody. My thing is, you can't try to make me out or paint me out just because I hit a bitch with what I would.
Yeah.
The first thing on my mind, it was a stereotype. When I'm reading black people, I read them off of stereotypes. When I'm reading white people, I read them off stereotypes. When I'm reading motherfucking goddamn Spanish or gay or whatever, I read off of I read that. I don't want to be in that space, but don't knock on my door. I won't answer. That's just how it works.
And if we're being honest, racism a lot of times is rooted in stereotypes. It's not necessarily rooted in personal experience. It's rooted in stereotypes. There are people who are racist who happen to be white, who are racist because of things that they've seen projected in media.
Yes.
Media will portray black people as
But this is why
villains, criminals, whatever.
But this is why we on this show
That's right.
do what we choose.
That's
Because they're gonna read us anyway.
They're going to.
So we do what we choose. Now there are things that I do stray away from. Like, no, I don't want to get in that. I don't want to get in the bed with that. I don't want to get into that fight with that. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody was screaming out about. Like that's why that other stuff I still with because they always try to say T.S. Madison don't like transgender people.
But again, T.S. Madison even claimed to be trans.
T.S. Madison is intimidated to sit another trans person by me. I've sent several trans people by me. Several trans people by me. And there was no intimidation by it because I can't do what they do, and they definitely can't do what I do.
Right.
Because everybody has their own platform.
That's right.
Because if that was the case, you'd be doing it with what you got. So just sit next to any motherfucking body. She don't have no trans on there because she intimidated by trans. The trans are prettier than her. This shit that I got there, I be like, bro, do y'all see the shit? So that's why when I be reading it, because sometimes it'll get a fly across my desk.
Yeah.
I don't go looking for it. It will fly across my desk. And I'll be like, y'all really, and then it'll be the bunch of people up under there believing that.
Exactly.
I'm not racist against Hispanic people or white people or whatever or people that are not black.
Right.
I don't hit nobody that don't hit me. And if you hit me, I'm going to your gut. I'm taking out your liver. I'm going to take your kneecaps out, bitch, so you can't walk no more. That's just how that works with me.
That's it. That's it, and that's all.
That's it, and that's the fuck all. And we do whatever we choose on this show. Not to say we can't do without reproach, because there are things that I step back and I be like, oh,
And they are.
because even in that, with them saying America was not an English-speaking country, I did my research and I came back and I retracted. I said, I thought it was, I was wrong. And I understand that now. You get what I'm saying? However, within itself, I predominantly speak English. I do speak other languages, not fluently. And if I do need to communicate with people when I'm in their country, I do pick up my phone and I use a translator.
But even with that being said, even if America is not an English-speaking country originally, the majority of the people here speak English.
Yeah, Craig, I hear that.
I'm not saying that whether it's right or wrong. The bottom line, the facts are the facts.
Yeah, I hear that.
I'm not saying that again, I agree that America may not have been a country where
it's a melting pot.
Correct, it's a melting pot, but the majority of the people here speak English. And so when I call about my motherfucking cell phone bill, if I call about my motherfucking power bill,
but to be fair, America is Spanish.
Now,
America, that is Spanish. That is derived from Latin.
But like I said, sitting here before, when I went to France and lived for those 2 months, I realized that white supremacy, we should know Spanish or French or other languages. If they had prioritized that, it would have been in the curriculum from the time that we started in school. From elementary to middle school to high school to college.
But I do agree with people saying that Americans are lazy. I agree with that when it comes down to speaking other languages.
I know that.
Because we've been so conditioned.
I agree.
When we step outside off of our own land, because I'm American.
I agree with that. I agree with all of that.
I'm American. So when I step outside of this country and I see others, and there are other things in other languages, because I've been outside the country.
Correct.
And I'm seeing stuff in other languages or whatever, and sometimes they have English at the bottom.
Correct. Because English is kind of like universal. It's a universal language. It is a universal language.
But I still pick up my translator.
Correct.
Because I know that I'm on foreign,
correct. And you should.
And I'm on foreign territory.
And you should.
But I also know that I do believe that Americans are lazy, because I do think that we should be, if not fully fluent, we should know more than just English.
I agree. And that's exactly what I'm saying. What I am saying is, we already know that white folks decide what is in this country. Yeah. And if white folks weren't so arrogant, and I know this is not all white folks, but if white folks who decided the education system and all the other systems in this country, we would know other languages. We would know Spanish. But because white folks were so arrogant,
when we were the slaves, they taught us English first.
That's it. And they didn't even want us to know English. Let's start there.
We were the slaves.
They didn't even want us. They didn't even want Negroes.
They didn't even want us to read. All they did was to whip it over there. But in order for them to communicate and control us, they embedded English in us.
And they taught us Bible stories.
That we need to break from white Jesus too.
Correct.
We gotta break from white Jesus.
Correct.
White Jesus.
Correct.
I didn't say break from a higher authority.
Correct.
I said break from white.
We're talking about church and state, the separation.
We gotta break from white Jesus.
That's it.
Because their white Jesus are taking rights and food and health, and their white Jesus is doing that. We gotta break from white Jesus. White Jesus Cristo. Because Jesus wasn't even Christian.
Is anybody interested in the truth?
Jesus wasn't even a Christian.
Is anybody interested in the truth?
Lord, you weren't Christian, was you, Lord? And when you look at how religion is set up, religion is patriotically ordered. It's the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost Where's the womb? Where's the woman?
And while we're here, you know, the new Pope has African ancestry. The new Pope. He has some Creole in him. The new Pope is a part of the African diaspora. That's not even on the agenda for tonight. So we don't have a picture. We don't have an asset. But that just kind of came as we were talking about this. Like, there's some African ancestry there. And white folks are losing their goddamn minds. Because the Pope has roots.
But he identifies as white, though. You got to remember that. He's a white woman.
Yes, he has some
He is a white woman. That white woman's name is Diane. Diane.
Yeah, one and only. Yeah, that's what Madison is saying now. He's claiming white, but he has some African ancestry.
But that folks, that's Diane. That's Diane. That's MS Diane. Miss Diane.
MS.
MS.
MS period.
MS period Diane.
Back to the old puffy thing.
Oh yeah. I just want to. No. I'm not addressing this no more.
No, I get it.
And if any one of you sissies, any one of you sissies, whether you Latino, Hispanic, Black, you got some Russo, and y'all want to see me outside, some of them gang. I'm not going through that.
That's it. That's it.
Don't come to no event where they got my motherfucking name on it, bitch, if you feel some type of way.
It's just that simple.
That goes for the trainees that I read.
Okay, let's get these armored vehicles. Get down to Davis Quartz.
Not today.
You know, if these insurgent LAPVs, light armored personnel vehicles, came in electric with driverless capabilities, might look into the financing options. Use it for the kids' soccer run. Not that I have children. That I know of. Officially. Who needs the paperwork, right? For cars, not kids. And who needs it when I can recruit degenerates like you to go on errands? Hey, by the way, you mind picking up some milk while you're out?
For the white people that I read. They go for the blacks that I read. Don't come to no event if you feel some type of way. They go for the cliques that I read. The fags.
Lactose intolerance, you won't
Don't come to no place. Thinking that you at the Bulldog.
Well, let's go there. We'll come back to Puffy. Is that in there? No, did we put that in there? The fight at Bulldog? Oh, wait a minute. We need to get that. Because the faggots be fighting over the Bulldog.
Don't come out there 10 Bulldogs.
Wait a minute.
I don't even understand how Bulldogs still stand.
I don't understand.
Looks like you're almost at the quarry. Merriweather have rented the place to do some tests on the insurgent LAPVs. It's a live fire test, so expect resistance once you engage. Try and hold off engaging for as long as possible, though. Your best chance of success will come if you retain control of the situation.
You can't be here. Back up.
These vehicles are fast, armored, all-terrain. Perfect for militarized police, police-sized military, and concerned civilian interests. Whether you're driving this into enemy forces in a theater of war or a crowd of protesters in downtown LS, you can rest assured. Did I mention you've got an option for leather seats and satellite radio? We don't want you to have to choose between ability to kill and comfort.
Bulldogs get towed out every night of the week.
I do. I don't understand how bulldogs management. How do you sustain?
They tell bulldogs every night down there.
I know y'all play spades out on the deck, and y'all put the little aluminum rooftops in so that the neighbors in the community.
Don't nothing down there need to be aluminum. It needs to be reinforced with steel. Because they tear us bulldogs up.
They tear bulldogs up.
Those homosexual games.
Like, why are you down there fighting?
Don't think it's supposed to be on.
Let me send this over to you, Mom.
Okay.
Oh,
Those sisters that walk down here,
I don't understand why y'all always over there fighting.
it's those drinks, Craig.
It's because they say the drinks are strong as a
It's
motherfucker.
those drinks.
They say the drinks are stronger than a motherfucker.
Craig, don't start talking about that. You've been the bulldog.
It's been years.
Girl, don't
It's been years since I...
separate yourself. I'm not gonna separate. Don't do that. Come out from amongst the biggest separate shit.
You ever been to Bulldog?
Yes, I've been to Bulldog.
You have?
Yes.
Why you sound so
Have you ever
shocked?
been to Bulldog, bro?
Why you sound so shocked that she's been to
We'll
Bulldog?
go to Bulldog.
She don't be going out like this.
We'll go to Bulldog.
She's a faggot.
Yes, I am. We'll go to Bulldog. There's a couple more.
Okay, just let me know the
Just
time and
dance,
place.
just dance with me. Just keep the tight pants on.
If y'all think we,
Cause they like booty in there.
if y'all think we wide open tonight, then you better come to a live show. Bitch.
As a matter of fact, run the commercial by one that home.
We don't play with y'all in the live commercial.
Yes.
I mean, live show. We don't play with y'all.
We wrong like y'all be had.
Yes. Baltimore, Maryland. Baltimore, Maryland. Honey, the motherfucking feds on the way on May 25th, 2025. Yes, honey, we are back at the La Familia. We heard y'all were looking for the fags, but guess what? The fags are coming back, baby. That's right, May 25th. Baltimore, Maryland. My hometown, so y'all know y'all got to show out for the people. Now, bro, listen, y'all know how packed it be. So, bitch, when by the sound of my voice, I need you to be running over there to www.bagtalk.com. Once again, by the sound of my voice, I need you to be running your ass down there to www.bagtalk.com and get your tickets for the extravaganza of food that brings to Baltimore. Washington, D.C. The bags are coming back to the Howard Theater on May 30th. Yeah, that's right. What's in the bag? You believe me? That's how many people that be coming back to the Howard Theater on May 30th? Washington, D.C. Honey, they said y'all couldn't get enough of the bags, and guess what? Y'all called us bags. Oh, my God. May 30th, 2025, the bags will be back in the building at the Howard Theater. Honey, the Howard Theater said, honey, we brought some black folks and all the other kin folks out, y'all, and come on back. So guess what? Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Come on, get your seats, honey. Visit www.bagtalk.com to get your tickets for the 5:30 show. That is May the 30th, 2025. I don't understand what's going on at Bulldog.
But Bulldog is the legendary. It's the legendary.
It's a staple.
The legendary piece.
That's a staple of the community.
A legendary piece, Craig. It's a legendary piece. Like this pussy. It's a legendary piece. Snap and turtle. You will allow me. I know you don't like me talking about my pussy out loud. But it's definitely part of the African diaspora.
Your pussy is part of It's part of the African diaspora.
Yeah. It's black like that.
Oh, it's black like that.
It's black like that.
Oh, okay.
Snapping turtle.
Yes. Okay. I like to hear that. I like to.
Snapping turtle. Everything out of fuck came back. In the words of Trina, everything out of fuck right. They done came back.
But I don't understand what happens at Bulldog. I guess it is the drink.
It's the drink spread.
And I think it's the out-of-towners. Yes, y'all come here and you show your goddamn asses.
It's that battle cat energy down there.
It is. They get to arguing and fighting and carrying on. You step on a bitch's sneakers.
It's like a stud bar. Bitch, those studs.
And you know the studs will fight.
Bitch, those studs will tear a bar up.
They'll tear up a card party, bitch.
You ain't.
The studs?
Well, that's why you be looking at those studs with a hard dick. You be looking at those studs with a hard dick. You say, I clear all that out. The studs. Clear all that up. You see that? You see that? Put the bumps on your face. I clear that up. That's why you be looking at those studs like that. The studs. Bitch, I can see your titties. Bitch, I see your titties. I clear all that shit up. I put some. This raw. I put some of this motherfucking Yoruba meat on you. The one clear that up.
Yoruba meat.
I give you some of this African black soap.
And you know, I live by African black soap.
I clear all that up.
You know, I live by African black soap.
Listen, a stud will tell you build it up.
Bitch.
If you want, bitch, since they moving out the trainees for the motherfucking army, put them studs out there. Them studs will tear some shit up.
Put them studs in the army.
Bitch, them studs will fuck some shit up. Listen, I would motherfucking have to give me a bottle with a stud.
Oh, for real?
Bitch.
You don't think you can hit boy?
Ho, listen, ho. Oh, I'm with it. Bitch, ho what? Cause it's that hoe in her and that nigga in her.
Mo ain't seen no real stud.
Them real studs.
I seen them, but I ain't
The real studs stand outside.
the ones I know. They found in the style.
Oh, no.
Nah. You don't know no real studs.
No, he has not experienced a real stud.
You be looking at them studs like, I'll put some dick in you, you'll cut all that shit out. You'll cut that shit out. You'll take that do-rag off, nigga.
And then those tight sweatpants that you in,
You'll take the do-rag off. I'll make those boxes of panties, bitch. I would turn those boxes into panties. I'll give you some of this African black soap. That's why you niggas be looking at them studs like that. I'll give you some of this African black soap. Cause it clean your face right on up.
and the real African black soap.
Yeah.
Really? What happened to her?
You fucked her.
Wait a minute. What?
Fucked her.
See, this one I'm
You
gonna.
say, yeah. You say, you. What? Yeah.
Wait a minute.
You see how I know my business? Hey, you see how I know my business?
Yes, you do.
Hey,
Yes,
you
you
see
do.
how I know my business?
Yes, you do.
You know,
Yes, you do.
that's called lit.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And it's also called HR.
You know how I know my business?
Human resource.
You know how I know my business?
Yes, you do.
I lived on this earth so long enough to know my business. I don't just be talking because we just breathing and talking. I don't be talking because I got no tongue. You see, I said, hey, you fuck the nigga.
Listen, so I just want to
It was something about turning those boxes into panties.
I want to delve into this a little bit. So, Mo, you put your penis in her vagina.
Yeah, because she still has that. Yeah. They might have been outside smoking a spliff.
I feel like it's story time right now. So, Mo, how did that happen? When you attracted to her? Well, first of all, her pronouns are. So she was stubborn. She said, yeah, I want to be respectful.
Yeah, because
To them,
Good to them.
right.
Right.
Because they need to be respected.
And especially because I don't know their name.
Correct. So that's why you use their name.
Correct.
But you don't know.
Correct. So, Mo,
That's why justice stay in this me. I don't have to.
I'm not going there with you.
You don't have to. But they know that I'm where I'm at.
So, Mo,
And they know that I'm where I'm
I'm not going to say with you. So she was a stud, and you were sexually attracted to her.
well, because like what happened was
They was passing joints.
So you all were on drugs.
no. Well,
How did you cocaine or meth?
you say the hard stuff.
Well, no. I mean, you were on drugs. I guess you were on drugs, and what happened?
No, and then we were talking, and she was telling me about her girlfriend and whatnot. And
Oh, so she was partners. You fucked a married stud.
They weren't cheating. That's why what me and G do ain't cheating.
So
That's why what me and G do ain't cheating.
right.
That's my husband. All the rest of y'all is my sister wife.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
We not cheating on each other.
Right.
Y'all can do what y'all do and I do what I do.
That's right. You go to your house, I go to mine.
No, I send him home to y'all.
That's right.
Go home, nigga. Rest.
So, Mom, she was cheating on her partner with you? It's either yes or no.
Yes.
Oh, okay. It's communication of the partner.
It's that male energy. That's what that male energy does. It cheat.
So what had happened?
So what happened was she told me about her girlfriend and all that stuff. And then she was like, she basically said she wanted, because she said her girlfriend ended up cheating on her with
Oh, so this was retaliatory.
yeah. And so
Did she stuff the big phone in a do-rag? Really? Wait, they do that. I didn't know a stunt would do that. Oh, okay. Well, she pulled those threads up in a ponytail. That's how she had them short dreads that come down to like the ball line. Oh, she had a bob dread. Dreads to the game. But it still made a point. See, right on top of her head. My drag still made a ponytail. Like a woman. So she came back to her roots. Okay. So wait a minute. Wait, take me back.
So basically, you know, she told me about her girlfriend.
Were you at her place or her?
That mine.
Uh-huh.
And so
No less.
I wasn't even there. I can tell you what happened.
That's right. I'm filling the blank.
And so then after that, you know, she was like, she wanted to basically get back. I was like, at first I was like,
Oh, she wanted to get back at her partner for cheating on her.
yeah.
And you helped facilitate that.
I did.
At
first I was like, no. And then she showed me a picture of her dress. And I was like,
No. All she had to do was pull those titties down.
No. She showed me a picture of her dress.
How long ago was
That's not how she started off. No, I was like 20.
Oh, this was years ago.
Yeah.
Right, years.
No, first of all,
many years ago.
First of all,
This is at least 15 years
First of
ago.
all, no, it was about 10. It was about 10, 11 years ago. Don't do
No,
that.
we should not thank God. I think that's all we'll do. We'll still keep you part of the 12 disciples. But you did just what's right.
About, no, well, look, I'm just saying. After that, first of all, I've never said y'all put me in the 12 disciples. I never said I was part of the 12 disciples.
No, you did. Because you said not all men.
Right, but I didn't say.
No, you did. You said not all men. And every time that we start tearing men up, you be right there at Captain Stable Man. You be someone with Captain Stable Man. And I want to let you know, I'd like for you to understand that you and she are the same. You and she are the same man. Hold on. Chill out. You and she are the same man. You are not any different from any other man.
First of all,
This we can make
that's
some
you
money
know,
on.
First of all, you put me in the 12 disciples.
No, you put me out there.
No, I didn't. I never said I was in the 12 disciples. I never said
Oh my God.
I never said
that. All men. All men.
where I said,
Okay, we shall. Joe, we'll put that to the mob. Yeah, we'll put the mob. We'll let the pin mob do it. The pin mob. Literally, I'm a show. The pin mob will peel your cat ass. Yes, indeed.
if y'all find it, send it to me. Because I never said I was part of it. I just said there are good.
The same of me.
I don't.
So, let the pin mob, let the record show that the pin mob will bring the receipts. Pin mob, receipts of the receipts. Pin mob, please. We need the receipts.
All right, I'm going to do that. Because you're going to tell me you never did that before?
But I never said I was a good woman.
I didn't.
Tell me never said I was a good woman.
Did I let you know? Did I say I was an
I let you know from the say yes. You were making it out.
No.
You were on your cape.
No.
You had on your cape.
Yeah.
You had on your
But
cape.
I put myself in those.
You had on your cape.
Put
Well, then,
myself.
if you're not gonna show your cape, then you know what I did. Shut the fuck up when we're talking.
No. Because my point of view
You're
is
part of the
changed.
end we're talking about.
Point of view
If
is
you're part of the end,
my point of view is not changed.
we need you to be silent.
My point of view.
Baltimore and DC, we're gonna be there next week. Please get your tickets. Get your tickets. Right, get your tickets, please. Baltimore and Washington. We're gonna be in Baltimore and Washington DC.
Baltimore, Maryland. Baltimore, Maryland. Honey, the motherfucking fans are on the way on May 25th, 2025. Yes, honey, we are back at La Familia. We heard y'all were looking for the fags. Well, guess what? The fags are coming back, baby. That's right. The boys
You can have sexual or white issues to point blank.
That is a problem. Bitch, but I'm saying it's somebody. It's somebody. Every time we drink this coffee liquor, toast it. Mo gonna come back and finish telling us that story. But until the end, Mo is gonna come back and finish telling. Yes, we be right all the time. Yes. And Craig, if you don't learn nothing from sitting next to me, I speak with knowledge. That's right. I don't speak from me having hypothetical questions or hypothetical. No. I speak from knowledge. That's right. I speak from experience. And they always run it.
Okay, well done. Should take this up for a living. We're making progress here. Like I said, nothing complex or dangerous, and that is exactly the way I want you to approach this next little task. We are going to borrow something off the Navy, an EMP. They're not going to mind. The thing is kept on a plane. The plane is kept on a boat. The boat is kept in the ocean. All very simple, just borrowing something off the government, like a library. You are going to bring the plane here. We're going to unload the EMP, sell the plane to fund the rest of the operation, write off the late fees. Easy. After that, you need to deliver the EMP here.
So check out the rest of the story. So this stud told you that she wanted to get back at her partner. Yeah. I did. You low down, dirty dipper. And so what happened? So she had her locks up in a ponytail. And let me just say this real quick. Okay, go ahead. So it's not dreadlocks, because that's what white people call it. Mm-hmm. It's locks. Yes. It's just locks. It's not dreadlocks.
dreadlocks means dreadful, awful. So it's locks. But go ahead. So she had locks.
Yeah, and
What
so when she told me that, at first I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm good.
Wait, first of all, let me go back. Why was she at your apartment? Because they were smoking. Like, they were smoking. Yeah. So you invited her over, or she what?
Well, no, yeah, you know, we were friends, so she came over, we smoked, we watched TV and whatnot.
If there's something
She got to talk. And so then when she told me about that, then at first I was like, nah, I'm okay.
Wait, so she said to you, I want to fuck?
Yeah.
Tell me what she said.
Well, she was like, well, she was telling me about her girlfriend. She was like, she went through her girl's phone.
Bitch, so, hold on, Mo. Don't make me another.
No, wait.
Girl, listen here.
Finish that, bro. We have more show to do. We have at least another hour.
At least.
We're not even going to hear.
Go ahead, Mo.
And so she was telling me, she said that she went to the room and she found out her girl. With the guy also, so then
And I think that's a big thing for lesbians when their girlfriend is having sex with a man.
Hey, here I am, taking me right back.
Go ahead.
Those dicks have soul in them. Go on and say it ready. They said that I was talking about how trans men are real men, and that's not.
No, we didn't say that.
I did not say that.
Man, I just was by this man. What up?
The reason why I prefer anatomy.
Correct.
And here's the part. People try to cut out the parts. They cut out the parts where you say your preference, and then they apply it to them.
Correct.
My preference was I want the soul and the nuts attached.
And the vein.
There are living organisms in those balls.
Wait,
There's living organisms in those balls.
One more time.
There are living organisms in those balls that the strap don't got.
you're right. There are living organisms.
Because I got a strap right here. Ain't no living organism.
all this lint and hair,
Ain't no living organism.
glitter. There's glitter on this shit.
There's no living organism in this life.
Honey, but there's lint,
Yeah.
there's hair, there's carpet,
This ain't gonna
there's glitter.
This motherfucking thing right here ain't gonna do a goddamn thing for me in my age. Not in my age.
There's litter, lint. I'm sorry, litter. Wait. There's lint, hair, glitter.
Once I connect with you past the soul and the spirit, I want to connect with you with the flesh, not the plastic. This ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing. He's the living organism.
Yeah, that part.
And I'm not invalidating that you are a man.
Yeah,
You're still a man to me.
yeah.
But I want the living organism. Right.
So Mo, you're at your apartment with this girl,
With this woman.
this woman,
Right.
and she says to you, "Listen, I want to get back at my girlfriend because she cheated on me."
And I was like, nah.
So she says, "I want to fuck you." What's she
She
say?
was like, I want to get back there.
She can smell that dick breathing through those fans.
She was like, I want to fuck, and I was like, nah, I'm good.
So were you attracted to her?
I would say this.
Craig.
She wasn't unattractive, but I didn't
Craig,
get
she's a
attracted
woman.
to her until she started showing me.
Craig, she's a female.
See, that goes back to what you said. I just wanted to set him up. That goes back to what you said. You said so many times that a man will fuck anything. He just sat there and said, "Watch this."
Watch and be in hush. Because here we back to the top of all of my points.
All of your points.
Hush. Ladies, watch this close.
Watch this. He said, "No, I wasn't really attracted to her." And we sat here and said so many times.
I said I was attracted to her until when? When did I say I was attracted?
It ain't about no until. You let me know that you are attracted to her.
I did say that because I said until she showed me like her being like dressed up.
Truly blessed. Whole.
Yeah.
All he needed was a hole.
That's not true. That's not true. Because I said it wasn't until she showed me pictures of her like really like dressed up like girly and whatnot.
Do you see how?
Okay. I was like,
do you see how he's qualified?
No, but I said that in the beginning. I honestly did. I honestly said that. I said it at the beginning. If you guys are in the chat,
it's okay. You did say in the beginning, but again, I say, and this don't got nothing to do with you, but this
I know.
This just goes to my whole point. I don't think every man is gay.
Correct.
I don't think every man is trans attractive. But I think when a dick gets hard, that's it. That's it. I think that when a dick gets hard, there's a possibility that anything can transpire.
I was 27.
So if you put your trust...
That was a long time ago.
You put your trust in a nigga. Stupid hoe, how you figure. I'm going to go again.
Say it again.
If you put your trust in a nigga, stupid hoe, how you figure. One more time. If you put your trust in a nigga, stupid hoe, how you feel?
I was 27.
If you put your trust in a nigga, stupid hoe, how you feel? I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna come over here to this show, and you're gonna learn something. We are gonna learn you today. We are gonna learn you today. We are going to learn.
This is not fair because if she was on the other foot,
we gonna learn
y'all be like y'all were young, y'all grew up.
We hear you.
Yeah, no. Let's be real. No, let's be real. I was young.
We gonna learn you today.
I was young. Have I done it now? No.
You put your trust.
Have I done it now?
No. Stupid hoe, how you feel? You put your trust.
I've grown.
Stupid hoe, how you figure? You put your trust. How you figure? You put your trust.
No.
You put your trust. Stop. I have grown. I'm better man. I've become a better human being. I have become a better person. I have learned from my mistakes. I have learned from my mistakes. I have done my work. I have become better. Thank you, Lord. We're letting our ladies out there in the street. If you put your trust, get out there, God. Let's stupid how you think. That's all they need to understand. You put your trust in a nigga. Stupid hoe.
I have learned.
Because a nigga will prove to you that he's a nigga at all times.
I have learned.
He may do it in the first year. He may not do it in the second year. He may not do it in the third year. But he's going to prove to you that he's a nigga at all.
I have done the work. And God has delivered me from my sins and my past ways.
So one thing a nigga gonna do is prove to you that he's a nigga at all times. At all times. He may not do it in the first year of your relationship. He may not do it in the second year. But somewhere in there, he's gonna prove to you that if you put your trust in a nigga, stupid hoe, how you been?
I have been delivered. I have been delivered.
Oh, so tell us how you put your dick in her.
Oh, so basically what happened was after I became, okay, let me not put it like that.
After you became erect?
So did she suck your dick?
After she pulled those dreads up and she sucked that dick and it was erect?
Yeah,
because it was already erect when it went in the mouth. It was already there. Baby, listen, when the sports bra came off.
When what?
When the sports bra came off.
Because you know she had one on.
When the sports bra came off.
Those Nike sports bra?
Those Nike sports bra. When the sports bra came off. And those titties fell on top of that. Like that. And those nipples were pointing forward. And those nipples were pointing forward. Like this and not this way. Bitch, they were pointing forward. She got that dick with it top like that. But he was touch. And then he was not. And she two hands.
People, go to work. EMP comes out of the jet, goes back into the 4x4 to make some money, destabilize an oil spill, prep the insurgent to go back to the merry
But you participate.
Now,
You helped.
moving on
man.
to phase 2.
Look, you participate. You participate. If you watch this show long enough, what you got to understand that we will be able to prove
It also means getting a Valkyrie attack
Just
drone
proved too.
from
Oh, that bitch is dirty too? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
You know. Okay. So what's
Once we're done with that,
that's my
go back to your place and get started on that
no,
I know nothing about.
no. But she was a bitch
Details are on
portrayed as
your
a nigga. And so bitch two
You're
niggas was over there.
bored at the apartment.
You put your trust. You put your trust.
No, you can't say that. You cannot say
You put your trust. You want some of this? Come on, fool. Come on, get you another drink. Oh, so you can put it on. Did you nut in her mouth or her pussy? On the floor?
Yes,
that's right. Did you fuck her wrong? Yes, of course.
you know that?
Did you nut in her pussy? Because if you nutted on the floor, that means that dick jump out there. Look at me, Mom.
Yes.
Did you fuck her wrong?
I would like to plead the fifth.
Oh, good night.
That's a yes or that's not a yes or so. That's not a yes or no.
If you pull the dick out of the nut, I don't want to hear about it.
That's not a yes or no.
If you pull the dick out of the nut, hit the floor, there was no rubber involved. Because you could have said,
take the rubber off.
no, man,
It just activated the floor.
First of all, you could have kept it in that wet tight cream. Because it was wet tight and creamy, because it was a full down. It was wet tight and creamy because it was a bull.
It was what?
It was a bull.
What was it,
It
girl?
was a bull.
What was it, girl?
It was a bull. It was a bull. So that pussy was wet tight and creamy. So, in other words, you could be a father today. He's a father somewhere. We've been sending money to Africa since we've been together. Hold on. When we're talking about Puffy, we're going to. We need to. Since we're in the sex business talking. Since we're in the realm of sex right now. Well, girl, Cassie, why did you let the people... Cassie, why did you let... Oh my God. Hey, so let's talk about this. So there was a woman, there was a Jane Doe, and for those of you who may not know, and again, I like to try to over-explain, because sometimes people just don't know. So I'm not explaining because I don't think that none of you know, but I sometimes try to over-explain because some people just don't. No. So there was a Jane Doe, and they'll call a Jane Doe a person or a witness who they just try to keep anonymous. So a Jane Doe says that she was raped by Puffy. And according to this article I pulled, she talks about how he was unbuckling, you can read it with me, but he was unbuckling his belt swiftly. And before he pulled out his erect, bare-skinned penis. Like the one Mo had for the stud. Go ahead. Correct. She was very nervous because he was aggressive. Like, just imagine if in the moment someone is raping you and he's being aggressive and he's taking his pants down, etc., etc. And when she finally got a glimpse at his penis, it was the size of a Tootsie Roll. A Tootsie Roll, bitch. So it was thin and small.
I thought they said it was a large Tootsie Roll.
Yeah, but it's still thin and small. And so she was relieved. Say it with me, everybody. Relieved that it was not a large penis because she was afraid that it was going to be painful. But my thing is, I want us to all think about the fact that his mother was in this courtroom, his children, his twin girls, his sons. And speaking of his sons, I don't really think that you can take it down. I don't really think that his son, Justin, quote unquote son, Justin, by Misa Hilton, the one who's suing Mary J. Blige for $5 million. I don't think that that's his son. I believe that his son is a gentleman who has now passed away. I need to probably pull it up and send it to Mo so he can put it in here. But I believe that Puffy and Misa, his first baby's mother,
know that he was not the father of Justin. And those of you who know, Puppy used to have restaurants called Justin's. There was one here in Atlanta.
Yeah, I've had it.
You remember that?
I've eaten there. They had some really good spring rolls.
They did.
So there was spring rolls there.
Yes, there was one on Peachtree Street here in Atlanta by Houston's. There was one in Chicago and there was one in New York. And it was named after his first son. But again, I don't think that he and Misa believe that Justin is his first son. Because this boy really looks like another guy who is now deceased. But long story short, wow. So Puppy has been on trial. The trial started last week. Long story short, Cassie has been on trial. They've been questioning her. She's talked about her experiences. What's interesting to me is that there was an escort that they brought in on the stand.
We talked about him last week.
We did.
Yesterday, but go ahead.
Right. So there's a witness that they pulled on the stand who is allegedly. He was pulled on the stand.
Oh, are you just going to leave it up?
So everything that we said right now in this segment about Puff Daddy, Sean Diddy Combs, did correct. It's alleged. You notice the difference when I talk now and in other terms, but yeah. So anyway,
Thank you for everything.
correct.
Thank you for everything.
Correct. So basically, what they're saying is the escort. He was charging $200 a session with them being him and Cassie, Diddy and Cassie. And when the escort got to the house the first time, he said that Cassie was the most beautiful woman he had ever seen in person.
Looking good.
Well, he ain't seen a lot of women, but go ahead. She pretty, but go ahead. But go ahead. She pretty, but go ahead.
And so when he came into the apartment,
That's what he got everything. That's what you say.
okay, let me say it.
That's what you say.
And when he came into the apartment, Cassie told him, my husband, even though she and Puppy are not married, she said, my husband is not gay. Don't worry, he's not going to touch you. The escort said he had no idea that it was Puffy. He said that's, pardon me. He said Puffy had like a bandana covering his face. It was kind of dark. So he didn't even know that it was him. Long story short, Cassie told the escort, he's not going to touch you because he's not gay. He said he didn't even know it was Puffy because he didn't recognize him. He and Cassie engaged sex. He fucked her down. He says that she asked him to pee in her mouth. It was alleged originally that Puffy told him to pee in her mouth. But the escort said, no. Cassie asked me to pee in her mouth. And in fact, she said, slow down because you're peeing too fast. Like when you're urinating. Slow it down. And then when he ejaculated, Cassie, would take the cum and give it to Puffy. He would go into another room and he would rub it on his nipples. So the thing is, a lot of the reports that I've been seeing have been suggesting that Cassie participated in a lot of ways. But here's what I'm going to tell you as a person who is a free thinker. I like to think of myself as a free thinker and an independent thinker. A part of that is what women who are abused participate in. And I want you to stay with me when I say this. I'm not saying that at all that Cassie's hands are free, that she has clean hands. I'm not at all saying that she has clean hands, but I am also saying, because two things can exist at the same time, I'm also saying that Cassie is also an abused woman. And that is critical, classic abused woman stuff, where they will participate in things that they don't necessarily want to participate in. Correct, but they go along with it because, yes, Stockholm Syndrome, Daniel Austin said in the comments. Sometimes people who are abused, because it's not just limited to women, sometimes people who are abused participate in behaviors that they wouldn't otherwise participate in. But there's a power dynamic. Puffy had her career in his hands, if you will.
So if she tried anything, he would burn her to say that.
That's right. He would blackmail her with footage. So again, I'm not a person who believes in victim blaming. So I'm not saying that at all. Like, I think that two things can exist at the same time. I know you are.
So if you don't agree with victim blaming, then how about what do you guys think about the Megan and also the Chloe situation?
It's interesting that you say that. Because where's the thing for Conscious? Was it Conscious Lee?
Yeah, I have to do.
Conscious Lee talks about Megan Thee Stallion.
I love Conscious Lee.
Yeah, me too. And I really appreciate that he is a
ally.
Yes, he's a straight black man.
He's an ally.
Yes.
He ain't got to talk about his sexual.
That's it. He's an ally.
What you is, you don't got to start talking
That's
about
it.
You know, because it dilutes it.
It does.
You don't have to announce.
That's right.
Because a gay person could already said they sucked their fuck on you.
That's right.
If they said they sucked their fuck, you don't have to announce.
That's right. That's
but
right.
You know, you're like, I'm good. I'm
That's
married,
right.
I got my people.
That's right.
That's it. You ain't got to be in here with all that shit.
And I think who?
Promote us tonight. Get hard.
You slop it down.
Pull the dreads up, bitch. You stud bitch. You stud nigga, bitch. Pull the dreads up. Put that ponytail hole in that motherfucker. Slurp this bitch down. And I'm another on you.
That's it. But I appreciate what Conscious Lee said in this clip that was about to run, because he talked about Megan Thee Stallion. Because there are a lot of people who are talking, and Mo, after this video, we probably can run the one where people are talking about free Diddy or whatever it is. Girl, you really shouldn't. Bitch, I'm really gonna have to leave my car here tonight and take a car home. Oh, so that's what you're gonna do?
Okay, I'm done.
You're just gonna leave it like that?
Okay, I'm done.
You see the drips?
Smoking already spend the night. You know.
Right. Y'all see the drips?
I'll put my head for the ponytail, folks.
Right.
Out of the way!
But you pull yours up too.
Asshole!
Don't be messy. I'm not. Don't be messy. We both got hair. We can pull up in the ponytail.
Bitch, let me get some more hydro. Let me get some more hydro. Do not drink and drive, people. So my thing is, he talks about Halle Bailey, who we talked about last week. He talks about Megan Thee Stallion with the Tory Lanez thing. And he talks about Cassie and Diddy. And there are so many people, and I talk about this a lot on my social media, and I definitely make it a point to talk about it here. There are so many black people who... Bitch, I'll put that in my... Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby. Don't put that motherfucking shit in my... You know that's what Bill was doing.
You better put a napkin over your drink, Craig.
Allegedly. That's what Bill was doing. He was putting...
Don't be messy. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Allegedly. Allegedly. That's what Bill Cosby was doing.
What'd you call it? Stop spiking my drink, Daddy.
Allegedly. Allegedly. That's what Bill Cosby was doing. Allegedly.
What's the word for fly in Spanish?
Allegedly. That's what Bill Cosby was doing.
The word for fly in Spanish.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
Don't slip me no Mickey.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
Dígame eso.
Allegedly.
Dígame eso.
That's what Bill Cosby was doing.
¿No comprende inglés?
¿No inglés? Dígame. Dígame. Allegedly. But I just think that Conscious League does a great job of breaking down, and because I think a lot of times black folks will make excuses. Like there are black folks who made excuses for R. Kelly. There are black folks who are currently making excuses for Diddy. And like I said, after we show this one video, we'll show the people who are protesting, talking about free Diddy. But according to this video, they're petitioning, but they're getting paid. Oh,
like $20.
They're getting paid like $20 an hour or something like that. So let's run the first video.
Real women, everybody was talking protecting in the face of trans women because they trying to sell their womanhood. Is now actively supporting an abuser in the face of putting their hands on women. Now, when we start talking about trans women and doing trans and shit like that, hey, that's a man in a dress.
Man, so, and then my grandpa got my name.
Wake up. No business putting their hands on a woman or being in the same space and place to be able to go run with a woman. You watch Cassie get drugged, kicking and screaming in a hallway. This man being charged with trafficking, y'all saying he do. Y'all let, you feel me, a safe, bullshit ass security guard come in after the fact and be like, yeah, I'm on phone call. The killer said she did. Why he say that? Then we want to got receipts for what happened to her. And y'all should have justified her being abused and said it didn't happen. Now the same folks that want to take women and say, hey, anytime we start making shit, that drag shit, that trans shit, we gotta protect real women. Y'all dudes that do it too. You can be like, man, I don't give a damn about women. But I think only men that identify as men have the right to beat on women and not trans women. You feel me? Start this being real.
And again, I appreciate him. I appreciate him as an ally. Because a lot of times, straight men will bend themselves into a pretzel before they get honest about another straight nigga's truth, a reality. You understand what I'm saying? So again, and I remember sitting here talking about the Megan Thee Stallion documentary, because I watched it. And remember, I was saying that I really believed her. I know there were a lot of people who were up in the air about it, and I'm not saying that I'm right. I'm not saying that I'm right at all. But I really did believe her, because she seemed...
Who, Megan?
Megan.
So you don't believe Megan no more?
No, I do.
You still believe Megan?
I believe Megan.
I do too.
But there were a lot of people who didn't believe her. But when I watched that documentary, I believed her. And it's just sad that women aren't believed first.
Well, women usually side on the side of patriarchy.
That's true.
It's unfortunate.
It is.
It's a condition. It's a mental condition.
It is a condition.
Women usually side on the side of patriarchy when it comes down to their favorites. Yeah. This is why you can't get the women to tear themselves. Black women, let's talk about it here.
Come on now.
You can't get a lot of men to tear themselves away from suicide be a problem, but love R. Kelly.
Bill Cosby.
Correct. And Future, like this more love to bring up Future. For most of perfect example. Future. We know that Future's a dirty dog motherfucker got walking STD. We know that.
And so what?
Walking STI.
So what?
Walking STI.
right. And strength and men themselves it will contort themselves.
Yes. Well, you know, they come with all these fucking years. Of the thing. Correct. Just like Ray J was long dick and Whitney.
And that's your girlfriend, I mean your friend.
Okay, yeah.
Where's your what? Sorry. Where's your what? I'm sorry.
Wiki.
Okay, maybe I changed my mind.
We have a good old time. Wiki.
Maybe I won't come at night because I like this part of you.
Wiki.
Where's your what?
Wiki.
Here's your what?
Wiki. Anytime we get together, Wiki. Wiki, anytime.
Yeah.
When he hits me up, Wiki. When he texts me, Wiki. Wiki. I told him.
Wait,
He said, now, bitch, you don't play by Brandy. I was like, Don't do that.
What you tell him?
When we speak, we can. Like, if he'll text me, he'll text me like, bitch, you don't play by We can. We can. Anytime we have the interaction.
What did you say to Rachel?
We can, Fred.
Mama her stomach. My stomach's on fire.
Anytime, man. If he texts me right now, I'll be like,
Hold on. What you not gonna do is play with my girl. Cause that shit was epic.
It's upsetting me and my homegirl.
Me and my homegirl. I'm upset. Oh my god. Listen. That shit is everything. That's what you say. I may be laughing, but that shit is everything.
Not Miss Mary, no, that's, oh my god.
Miss Mary. Miss Mary. Right, you're gonna get off a Brandy.
Listen, Brandy can sing to the full, and I told him that.
Yeah.
Bitch, Brandy is not the girl to be terrible.
She is not.
But Bible, no. No. There's too many strict instructions in the Bible.
There's too many what?
Too many strict instructions in the Bible.
There's too many what?
Too many strict instructions in the Bible.
Why?
Too many strict instructions in the Bible.
Why?
Basic instructions before you leave Earth. Bible. Too many strict instructions.
Leave her alone.
I'm not bothering her. I'm giving her her flowers.
I don't know if those are flowers.
Those are definitely flowers, roses, and everything.
Those are more like weeds.
But no, those are flowers.
Those are weeds.
No, sweetie, those are
weeds.
Those are gardenias. Those are gardenias.
Dandelions are weeds.
No, those are gardenias.
Dandelions are weeds.
Those are gardenias. Ha 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 ha. Those are gardenias.
Those are weeds.
Those are gardenias. And I love a gardenia plant.
Greg's a spitter. Yeah, he is a spitter.
I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry. Like, I really don't. this shit is.
Oh, really? Yeah. I've already explained that I don't do that. I have
It really just catches me off guard, for real.
When it catches me up, I still care. If y'all can't take fun, funny, comedy,
This is not the show for you.
this is not the show that you need to be watching because we have a good time here. We don't mean any harm to anyone. We have a good time. We crack jokes. We keep. But if we don't love you, we will say, "Oh, I don't fuck with this."
That's it.
But I fucked with Brandy the long way. Brandy is my childhood. Bitch, I was sitting up in my room.
Sitting up in my room.
Not only was I sitting up in my room. Not only was I sitting up in my room, bitch. When I became that girl, I was sitting on top of the world.
Sitting on top of the world.
Sitting on top of the world, bitch. When I became that girl, I was sitting on top of the world.
Yeah.
And when I met that nigga, I became an angel in disguise. And bitch, when he motherfucking did the things and I left him alone, I had to let him know, bitch, he was almost my man, but almost doesn't count.
You're not right now.
You did. And when he was calling me trying to figure out why was he still thinking about me, I said it must have been a full moon. And he wanted to know why my taste and stuff was still on his tongue. I had to let him know that I am an aphrodisiac.
Yes, we are Brandy fans over here.
I want you to understand that. The boy, it's mine, not yours. He's mine, not yours. You need to give it up.
Please.
I've had about enough. It's not hard to see.
The boy, it's not. Yeah, you seem to be confused. Right. I want you to understand that. Why did you do the things you do? You keep on acting like a fool. You need to know it's me, not you. And if you didn't know it, bitch, it's true.
And it's a shame you had to learn the hard way. It's a shame you had to learn the hard way, bitch. It's a shame you had to learn the hard way. Bitch, we are Brady fans over here.
Believe it.
Ever get it fucked
Don't
up.
you ever get it twisted. But Bible, no. Me.
We're good. Get lost. I'll dump the rig. Go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Yes, ma'am.
Oh.
But I just feel like back to Cassie and Puffy. It may look really grim for him with her being pregnant on that stand, talking about the things that she was subjected to. But I will say, one of the things that his defense attorneys have done a great job at is talking about or proving that yes, he has been abusive. Yes, he has abused drugs. But sex trafficking, we don't know. But I think that they're building the case.
Sex trafficking is he flew the escort.
Right, and they're building the case.
But what happened, what the escort said was that he decided that he lied. He chose, that's a Brandy song. He lied.
Right.
He chose.
Right.
To give up his coin and do this thing on the house.
And speaking of the coin, when they first contracted him, the escort,
$10.99.
It was $200 a session. That's what he was charging.
But then they gave him $4,000.
When he got to the house, Cassie handed him $4,000.
Because that was only $400. You gotta realize the power of the black penis. When you realize and understand the power of the black penis, you will respect the law. Because I'm the law. Respect to the law, bitch. You will respect the law. Bless, I'm halal. Bless me. You will respect the law.
I don't think y'all understand.
When you motherfucking understand the power of the black penis, When you understand the power of the black meat, it's a lot of things that you wouldn't be doing out here in these streets. There will not be a day nor an hour. There will not be a day nor the hour that the oil won't be in my lamp. Because it says keep oil in your lamp because, bitch, you never know when the Son of Man coming. There will never not be a day nor an hour where the oil will not be in the lamp because I understand the power of the black meat. That's it. So he was charging, the escort was charging $200. But when he first got there the very first time, they gave him $4,000. Correct, because they understood the power of the black meat. That means that the prior person taught them $200. $200? You can't see a puppy. $200. That's nothing. $200. That's 800 quarters. Do you know what I'm doing? Yes, because I didn't even know that, but bitch, that you know. I didn't even know that. I learned something from you. And so they started paying him $4,000 each time. But he said that he enjoyed it so much because she was the most beautiful woman that he'd ever seen. He stopped accepting it. He stopped accepting. Connor, you need to start looking online. That he was a. Miles, over here. Oh my god.
Oh my fucking god, no he didn't, dude! Oh, I'm so glad I didn't look at that before I gave you the price. Oh, that's a fucking...
Yes, boo-boo.
So I was gonna ask because I was listening to this lawyer, and there's this lawyer. He's saying that he thinks that Diddy's going to get off.
I believe it.
Because he brought up 2 points. He said one, he always Diddy's lawyers always ask, were you able to leave? And so far, everybody said, like, were you being held captive? And so far, everybody's been saying no, that they weren't held captive. Number one. And number two, I've been hearing that he's been saying that people are saying that he should not be. He basically is being charged. They're basically bringing up things that he's not being charged for. And basically the racketeering, all those RICO charges he's getting, they're saying that has nothing to do with him and what he did to Cassie.
Right. So thanks for bringing me back to that. So one of the things that they said is, yes, he has abused drugs. Yes, he has been abusive to her and to women. But this is not a sex trafficking RICO case. But I think that they're building towards that, right? I think.
So we just gotta stay tuned.
I think we just gotta stay tuned. I'm not saying that I'm right, but I think that they're building towards that.
I can't support that.
Okay.
See that class in the middle? It ain't down. Class in the middle, in the front.
In the front.
It ain't all the way down in the front.
So I think they're building towards all of the other stuff. I think they're just laying the foundation right now. And so the escort initially was charging them $200. Cassie gave him $4,000 when he first came to the house, and as I said a moment ago, not blindfolded, but he had a bad.
I mean, I think it's like that with other celebrities. Now, Puffy, right? And then I've had other incidents like that with other celebrities. The bandana was wrapped around the head. They would not perform fellatio on me. And that was gay. No, I'm not going to tell you what it is. No, don't go to commercial yet. I'm not going to tell you. I didn't even tell myself.
You're not going to see cheese toes. If you have seen cheese toes, that trumps anything.
No, that's not anything like that. But if you can, correct. There you be. Don't you do nothing like that. Yeah. There you be.
Somebody said in the comments, Lori and Kim, and this goes to what I was going to say, get going through Bentley, and this is where I think my alleged because, thank you. The points. And then he gets back.
Oh, here we go. That is here. In front of the image. Cover the image.
Correct. And the church said they do auction house.
But they do what? Allegedly.
However,
Neither do I. I've never known anything to be true except you were denying it.
correct. And I don't know this to be true. However, I trust my sources. Okay. But this may or may not be true. Farnsworth Bentley, what is this picture of him? You want to look at Farnsworth. Farnsworth was the guy who would carry the gas ball. You better work. Farnsworth was Puffy's right-hand man. And he used to carry the umbrella. And he was, I'm sorry, really? He was what? Right-hand man. I said right-hand man. He said what? I said right-hand man. He said, okay. And so, Farnsworth Bentley, a.k.a. Garrett, his real name is Garrett.
They usually are.
I'll let you. His name is Garrett. But everything that I say beyond the word Garrett is a red. Now, a good girlfriend of mine, who in Atlanta with Garrett,
Be careful with me.
correct.
Just hold that. Just sit and just go. Sit and go.
Come on, somebody said Derek Watkins. Yes, it's like, oh, like the Watkins now. Correct. And Derek is now married, he has children, etc. However, I met Derek over at the Velvet Room, which was on Peachtree Street.
Where you met him?
I did, personally. We don't need the election after that.
Okay, so you met him.
I did.
Okay, so stay with what you did versus did what you let inside with your girlfriend told you.
His breath was horrible.
Oh, so there's no advantage in that.
Not at all.
Okay. Maybe he had a cocktail though, because I know I'm really, really great coffee.
Well, you know, he had traces. Well, wait, you still work a girl? Well, listen, Morehouse fan, if the TX was there, Morehouse girl. You just Morehouse girl. It's that. Morehouse man. You just Morehouse girl. I said, talking to me about when he had that Morehouse girl.
See, I can but you did a Morehouse girl. Let us spell for lesbians. But you have not.
I can't go. Excuse me. I can't go.
Okay, good. Now, job one. Find the manual override to restore power.
The spell me dice. But usually the Morehouse girl. Usually the Morehouse girl. And the spell me dice. I'm in a Pentecost, but I know the story. I've been at a Pentecost, but I know the story. I've met a few of them. Is there a few? Oh, both. The Morehouse girls and the spell me dice. I am. Those want to eat tuna. Where's that tuna?
Just don't let them be signing up for a sorority.
Those alpha beta haters. Those alpha beta haters. Those alpha pi.
I really don't even know.
Those beta pi. Those alpha beta.
Correct. We know what you all have done to cross the line.
Yeah. The lesbian. And the world.
But you're now straight.
Yeah. Those experiences.
I know about this. You get Jesus.
Yeah. Just remember that if you went to there's a different world. From where you come from. Yes, it is now. From where you come from. You said that his breath was horrible.
His breath was horrible. I met him at the Velvet Room, but it was on Peachtree Street, across from Kaya, which later became the Velvet Room. He had braces at the time.
Across from where?
Kaya. The club Kaya, not Kaya. Did you
notice how fast
I did. I didn't know what's up. There was. Oh, I never knew that. Really? Are you serious? KHI? Yes. Yeah, that was our first one. I never knew that. Are you serious? Yeah. It failed. How did you not know? You know what? Good night, everybody. We've given you 3 hours, and we have many assets and stories. We have many assets and stories that we're going to cover tonight. Listen, we'll see you sometime this week. It failed. Really? Are you serious? Yes.
So we're supposed to know because it failed?
Yes. I honestly, truly did not know that. Are you serious?
Yeah, I didn't know that either. I did not know that.
That was hers. Are you serious? It failed. Listen. Are you serious for real? That was her. Look what happened to sorry. I can't remember what I was saying. Go back to the back. And the breath. I really don't remember what I was saying. What was I saying? The Foxworth business was formed.
He had raced at the top.
Farnsworth Bentley. Um, was dating Kanye West. What?
Okay, he has the alleged sign.
It's alleged, but so when Kanye first came out, a lot of you straight people didn't want to believe that Kanye was at least bisexual. What happens is, and I noticed that there's a pattern of this. A lot of times, straight folks think that we queer people want everybody to be queer or gay, and that's just not the case. Farnsworth Bentley allegedly was dating Kanye West. Puffy, aka Sean Diddy Combs, took Farnsworth Bentley from Puffy.
You mean from Kanye?
I mean from Kanye, yes.
The drinks are kicking in, but I'm still here.
The drinks are kicking in. So allegedly,
very, very bad. I shouldn't be
so
here.
allegedly,
I should be with Trevor.
allegedly,
At the airport.
Kanye and Farnsworth Bentley. Put this picture back up, please.
Not my place to
Wait, but we can't have the allegedly quickly and take it down. Allegedly.
Allegedly, Farnsworth and Kanye were dating. Allegedly,
Put that back in front of the image.
Puffy took Farnsworth, put this picture up,
And then take it down quickly.
right, took
let him kill him.
Farnsworth from Kanye.
I'm gonna put Puffy there, we can see. Puffy, no, not there quickly. Enough to stay, and then back to allegedly.
Right.
Did you see the peace sign, the deuces?
Correct.
And what coming up deuces?
Correct.
Here, right there.
And as legend has it,
As allegedly has it.
a legend and legend. As the legend and a legend has it, Puffy took Farnsworth Bentley from Kanye. Now, these are for you scholars that are over there on YouTube.
And you know he also took Cassie from Brian Leslie.
Correct. He did. Puffy took Cassie from Ryan Leslie. That's true. That's true. That's right. Bottom line is, Puffy allegedly took Farnsworth Bentley from Kanye, and then Farnsworth Bentley was using the umbrella and walking around Puffy and all those things. The sources tell me. Sources. One of my good girlfriends who used to style Puffy in all of the 90s girls videos. and Puffy told me that Fonzoy Bentley and Puffy were in a relationship.
Listen, girth will take over width all the time. Girth is that girth, length. Girth will take over.
Girth is the width. It's the diameter of
Yeah, it'll take over the length all the time. And you don't have girth? Go on, let me ask you. Another question. Me too. You don't have girth? I know. Good question. So, here's the thing. Allegedly, Puffy Fonzoy up. Like if you can't see it. And for those of you who are so politically correct, I am not saying that that's okay. No, it is not okay. I'm not making this for domestic abuse amongst men or women. Correct. Any partner, whether you're in a lesbian relationship, gay relationship, trend, or bi. That's right.
It's not okay. What I am saying to you is,
don't let no little dick nigga beat you.
Because according to that Jane Doe in the story a few minutes ago, Puffy has a dick the size of
but you let no little dick nigga be beaten on it. He is kicking the house in the ass.
And the fact that his mom and his children heard that he has a roadside dick is shameful.
What the mama do?
Yes, he did. I thought about that.
The kids don't know where they came from.
Correct.
Except for the sons when they look down and see what they got from their dad.
But see again. That allegedly something. But again, I don't think that. But again, I don't think that Justin, Puffy's first son, by Misa Hilton, who he named his restaurant after, I don't think that that's Puffy's first son. But at any rate, those are your thoughts. And I'm pretty sure that it's true. Because Puffy.
Well, what about Quincy? I love Quincy. That's my friend.
Quincy is definitely not his son.
No, I love Quincy. That's my friend. And listen, one thing about Quincy, every day I know, and I know y'all say, I know that y'all say y'all, I bring this back to me, but because I can't do that because it does say bad company saying both of us have our experience. One thing I understand, Quincy is always something love.
Yeah.
Like I love Quincy.
Quincy's fine.
Now I don't want to get into all that.
Well, he's fine.
I'm not going to say those things. But I'm going to say this. Every time I've had the opportunity to come in contact with Quincy, whatever, you show me love. You always step it up when you come to me, top it up, everything. Yeah. Okay, let's get it out.
But I'll be sure his father, Quincy's father, has been on a press tour. And he has. Well, we don't need allegedly because his father is on a press tour. I'll be sure is on a press tour.
We don't know what's going to come after that. So we're still right. This is the case.
Right. And I'll be sure he's been talking about this idea that Puffy has been trying to kill him. He suggests that Puffy has something to do with Kim Porter's death. Kim Porter
and Biggie
and Tupac.
Yeah. Well, Tupac I'm aware of, but Biggie, nobody thinks that.
Well, come on.
Yeah.
That's it. So what the sources have said is Biggie was done with his contract with Bad Boy, which is public label, record label. And when he was going to move on to something else, the Puff didn't want him to go into something else. So the sources have said that Puffy has something to do with his death. Right? So, all that to say, Puff and Farnsworth Bentley was in a relationship, allegedly. And you see Farnsworth Bentley up. Oh, really? You beat him up. And that's why you haven't heard from Farnsworth Bentley, allegedly.
It was there, Craig. Don't need to move it.
Okay.
It was there.
And the reason that Farnsworth Bentley has not come forward is because he received a payout. And now Farnsworth Bentley is married to a woman.
Well, they usually are.
Children.
Like the stud is married to her woman.
that fucked up.
Yeah. And they're gonna have children. But they're probably married now. And
Are they still together, Mom?
And they probably would have half of the children. Come back to that. No! Don't poison me.
Get that out of here. Get the children out of here.
Come back to that.
Whatever it means in some sort of African. But no, seriously, like these are things that, because again, Andre Harrell, who was over Uptown Records, where Mary J. Blige was on that label, and like I told you guys before, Andre Harrell tried to put his name in the building. And John Barbatos.
So this is not a legend.
That's not a legend. Andre Harrell is like a team in John Barbatos. And
does he identify as heterosexual?
He's deceased, so.
Oh, how he died? How he died, please? Quick, how he died?
Oh, I just walked by the I bet you were saving that for breakfast.
It's 1 a.m.
Well, I think I'm gonna need and I'll get up in the morning.
It's okay.
I'll get up in the morning.
Listen, I have
There's plenty of rooms here.
I have plenty of rooms here.
Yeah, I'll get up in the morning.
I have made a movie. Yes,
Correct.
and I actually have a guest up for this one watching it.
That's right. That's right. I sit in toothbrush. I
have those too.
Yeah,
that's all. Because Trey, I don't let Trey come up with no man. Because Trey come up with a man that thinks he's a man. No.
I brush my teeth.
I got extra balls.
Yeah. I brush my teeth.
Oh, yeah.
I brush my teeth.
One side sit on. One side I got extra balls, extra star, black star.
Going down.
You already changed your shoes. Get those in the dryer.
That's it.
There's always extra in this house.
But they have charged him with. Excuse me. The pickup.
Do you think you might get off with the racketeering and stuff like that? So you're not finished your last drink?
I'm trying.
Would you like another one?
No.
Okay.
No.
We're done.
I am done. I have pickup. I have pickup shit. I think that he will serve time, but I don't think he's going to serve the kind of time that they are charging him with.
Correct. We need pray for and I'll keep it on my plate of.
Right. But no, seriously, I think he will serve time. I don't think he's going to get off. But I do think that he is
Maybe it was time for a change of management. Well, more a change of subordinate. Now, he's been loyal. Loyalty gets rewarded. First thing I do is cut in Ron. Then I put something in Brad's commissary. After you're paid, of course. This is the start of something big, and I couldn't have done it without you. Without you
Nice one, friend. Nice one, huh? TPI. On our way. We are on our way. Oh, thank you, people. Thank you. Great work. Really great. Here is what I promised.
Yes, we've been drinking.
A little advance from my
Yeah. I got to catch a place tomorrow. After 10.
Correct, tomorrow night.
Speculation. Soon, we'll do the accumulation.
But because Andre
Now, let's
Harrell,
get the hell out of here.
Andre Harrell, so did he tell you that
Coming
he was going to
soon.
stick his
Thank
finger in your butt?
Thank you all very much. Hey, be
Oh,
cool without
got
money.
you.
Only by
Or you said
superficial crowd
he wants you to
and
approach
superficial
him.
people.
What does the Craig cruising look like? Did he say he wanted to urinate in your mouth or he wanted you to urinate in his?
No.
You can't
We
be
were in
impotent
John
rage,
Barbatos.
'cause I'm impotent rage.
Which is men.
Was this in New York?
It's in New York. It was in the village.
Oh, okay. On Christopher Street.
In the village.
Near Christopher Street?
Near Christopher Street.
Okay, I work there.
My brother.
You work there.
Yo,
What?
Phil.
Christopher Street over
It's,
John
good to meet
Barbatos.
you finally.
Christopher Street.
Oh, you
Trevor,
did?
hey.
Yes.
You were standing out there?
I've been around.
So we're gonna do this, or we're gonna have a circle?
How do you think I met the 4 men that I know?
Whatever you want, man. Got the drugs?
I've been around.
Yeah.
Stop
if you're
it.
game for what you ordered.
I can't take it.
How do you think I met the 4 men that I know?
Can I see?
He was in John Barbados.
Okay.
And I was in there just kind of like looking around. He just he was
He
talking.
smiled at you, so that was that
He was smiling and he was talking.
was that a cat call to you?
Yeah, it was. And I knew who he was.
Said, "Don't make me wait. Come into my house. Give me body."
Don't want
No. It was very much. Don't make me wait.
Yeah.
Come into my house. Give me body.
You are
Very
selling
very
me.
clean. Let's
Excuse me.
Don't make me
Are you
wait.
selling me cocaine, Mr. Phillips?
Let me explain something. I met Queen Latifah's wife. Oh, but we plug up my computer since the battery's low, honey. We don't need it to DIE on
How
us.
is it that
I
you know my
like-
Is it plugged? Is it in the wall? Must not be in the wall. I met Queen Latifah's beautiful wife.
You are under arrest for
Beautiful wife. Yeah, I think so. But she's so beautiful. I met her at the Truth Award.
I love Queen Latifah.
To the floor. I think that Queen Latifah is the most the person that I look to of reinventing themselves.
Yes.
Like taking what you were initially given, like rap, doing your thing in rap, and then
She did jazz.
yes, and sang,
Acted,
and then
yeah.
she became Dana. Like she was already Dana Owens.
Yeah.
She sang, and then her acting. Like I think that if I had to pattern myself after a cisgender,
I can see that.
heterosexual woman,
I can see
female,
that. I can see that.
it would definitely be Queen Latifah.
I can see that.
Because it's not where you start, it's where you go.
And she transcended so many.
She's so
genres,
she's so versatile.
just as you have.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. She watches the show, and I don't know if we've talked about it here on the live, but we've talked about it in our live shows that we do.
And it's so unfortunate that we've separated from
City Winery.
City Winery because we would love to have given her front row seat.
We really would have, because Oscar James, and he may see this, Oscar James is a friend of mine. Oscar James is a hairstylist, and he does Queen Latifah, he does Vanessa Williams, he's done Halle Berry, all of the stars, the A-list stars. She doesn't even No. And Oscar, if you see this, you know I love you. But he was doing Queen Latifah for the what's the show? The Equalizer. The show that she was on called The Equalizer.
Yes.
And
it's on Netflix now.
Yes. And he was saying that they do her glam. He does her hair, and then there's some makeup artists that do her makeup and stuff. And he was like,
Yeah, because I have two now. Yeah. But go ahead.
You have two what?
I have a makeup artist and a hairstylist.
Are these new people?
New people. Yes.
Oh. You a messy bitch.
No, I'm not. They're very timely. And they can adhere to the
Can I fuck with you?
Go ahead.
It's the hours. What is it? What time is it? 1:29 a.m.
Yes.
I'm not fooling with you. Listen to me. I'm not fooling with you after 6, 7, 8 p.m.
Go ahead, Craig. Go ahead. No one's schedule is conflicting. But go ahead. Craig, continue.
Set that jail. Set that jail there near Rotterdam.
Got pretty much everything in here.
Continue.
That's right.
There's no conflicting schedules. Can't deal with conflicting schedules. You know, conflicting schedules. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you got a big face. That's a good looking guy. Oh, is that a good looking guy? The schedules got out of control. What was I saying? I can't compete with the club. Can't compete with that. That's a heavy schedule. I can't compete with that. Your call time's at 10.
Not when you wake up.
Yeah. Right. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not done. I'm done with you. I'm done for the night.
Father God, we thank you for the food we're about to receive. Let it be put in us by fathers. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
But what happened?
What was I saying?
You're talking about Glam. Oscar James.
Oh, so Oscar James was doing, or does Queen Latifah's hair for The Equalizer, the TV show. And so Oscar James came to our New York show. And he was like, Craig, we watch your show while we're in Glam. He said, Queen Latifah loves you in Madison. And so, like, we've talked about it before loosely here, about how there are celebrities who love bad talk. And Queen Latifah is one of those people. And so I said to Oscar, I said, listen, when we come back to New York, you guys are welcome to come. We'll give you tickets to come to the show. And so,
What you say? Who can be? Everybody can be here. Everyone can be replaced here. I run this show. I run this show.
Beautiful. I had to shoot my shot somehow, you know. What's your name?
Jessica.
Jessica? Danny, nice to meet you. You from here? Are you from LA? Oh, all right, cool. Yeah, I seen you from a distance. I was like, yeah, I gotta go up to her. Like, she's gorgeous, you know. You mind if I get your Instagram or something? I'll get your email, girl. I don't give a fuck. As long as I got contact with you, you feel me? Yeah, me neither. Like, I hate relationships. I'm like a fucking, maybe like hit it and quit it. Maybe keep hitting it a couple times and shit. Honestly, I'm just trying to take you up off the streets, girl. Straight up. Like, you know, say I got a warm bed, get jacuzzi, whatever you need, mama. Straight up, yeah. I could cook salmon. I could cook salmon. I hate seafood. I fucking hate seafood. You sure I can get your number or something? I'm gonna make you laugh and shit, you know? 20 for $20? Don't put me like that. Don't put me like that. You gonna have a fun time. I'm gonna make you laugh as it is, mama.
That's the same line I use on everybody else.
Oh yeah, we the same. We the same. That we hoes. We balls, bro.
I'm 23.
Really? I'm 23. Oh, you trying to get married? What's up with it, girl? We got the figures right now. I love you, baby. Have a good night, then, mama. You stay blessed, all right? Have a good one. Yep.
What I do is I respect everybody's call. I respect everybody's time, and I respect everyone's schedule. And sometimes schedules conflict, and nobody's going to conflict with no schedule is going to conflict with mine.
It should.
I work too hard to be where I am.
It should not.
To have conflicting schedules. I need people to work on the schedule that works for me.
That's right. So, Pastor James was like, listen, we love your show.
Thank you.
We love that talk. And we watch it when I'm in Glam with Queen Latifah. We're getting ready to film the photographer. We're watching the and like, like she laughs and that's like, you know. And so, anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys, but it's just so interesting how, like, I don't know, I really, and I say this all the time, there are so many people who understand what we're trying to do here with this show. And then there are people who just don't, and it's okay. And it goes to, did we play the Tom Berry and Kenya Burman? We did. I'm a little toasted. I'm a little toasted. There are people who understand what we're doing, and there are people who do not. And they will never. And that's okay. But, and you know, like I said at the beginning of the show, I was at House Music in the Park, and they were like, listen, we love what you and Madison do. We love what Madison does for the community. Please tell her how much we love her. And they were like, please let her understand how much we love her. They were like, because we don't know if she really understands how. And I really want you to hear this. Because I know that for you, as your friend, I know that you hear it a lot.
I do.
And it's easy to
Acquiesce.
correct.
Did I use it right?
You used it right, bitch. That's it. Yes, it's easy to absorb it. That's it. It's easy to hear it and be numb to it. It's easy to hear it and be numb to it because you hear it so often. You know what I'm saying? But there were people who were like, when I was at the park today, there were people who were like, please and I'm saying I got stopped every few steps. They were like, please let her know that we love her. Because, you know, she and I talk all of the time about how we don't feel like we're appreciated in this city where we live.
Yeah, because they will.
They'll bring in people from other cities.
And they'll be honoring all these people and shit like that.
Correct.
I don't say a word.
Yeah.
BET.
Yeah.
Mr. Kress said you might be able to help me out with something.
I'm just eating my pasta.
So that's clear. It's not me you're going to be helping. And I want to understood that I am not involved. Just a bystander.
And then they'll send me an invitation to watch.
It's not an offer.
I'm like, really?
As an opportunity.
But the people today,
Anyway, that's just
they send you an invitation to watch.
The point is,
but the people today, I'm telling you, every few steps that I took,
you know the professor?
people were like, no, thank you. You want something else to drink? Need some water or something?
I need a water. This alcohol is really taking over.
Yeah.
But I'm still behaving though.
Right. Yeah, I got mine. Thank you. But every few steps that I took, there were people who were like, please tell her.
Lucky you.
And again, I know you, and I know you hear this because I've been with you when you've had people say to you, oh my God, bitch, you are tearing this place up, bitch.
For the second time.
Correct. I know you, so I know that there are people who are, and I know that there are, because you hear it so much, and it's easy to absorb it. It's easy to absorb it because you hear it so often. But I'm telling you, these people at the park today, at House Music in the Park.
You know, I've never been to Piedmont Park for Pride. Never. They've never booked me there.
Yeah. And they were like, please tell her.
They've never booked me there. I've watched Santana come, who I think Santana is an icon.
Yeah.
I've watched them book Jocelyn Hernandez. I've watched them book people that aren't even allies there.
Yeah.
I've never been to Piedmont for a Pride. I've never been to Piedmont for anything like anything that's like a whatever. And so what it causes me to do, Craig, is to only be seen if they have their coin.
And I get it. I understand.
It causes me to only be seen if they have their money. Because, you know,
otherwise it doesn't feel like they see it for you. Unless they're going to pay you for it.
And then when they try to offer me coin, they try to lowball me. And I still be like, nah. And even when I try to make a place, I'm like, okay, well, maybe, you know, just one time. And they still manage to drop the ball.
Yeah.
And fuck up some shit. And so because of these things, I decide not to make my appearance. When your fave is calling me on the phone or calling my name or calling me in places and you I don't care about you peons talking about, oh, I don't know her. I don't know
You're who?
the peons. I'm currently on tour right now, and I'm going to brag about it until after death. I'm currently on tour. I was on tour at the Renaissance. I'm on tour right now with Cowboy Carter. Collected with Channel 4 royalty because you're a fave.
Yeah.
When your fave calls me on the phone, your fave, and your fave, and your this, and understands my presence, I could care less about the rest of you that just try to underwhelm my presence. And you could talk about this stuff about who, oh, she's going to bring this back to me. Of course, because I created my own lane to do this. So when your fave is on my phone, calling me, texting me, or having their companies reach out to me to do things.
Miss Mary, get out of the comments. My voice is changing. That means I'm wrong. But go ahead.
When your fave is doing this, and you find it in some spaces still undercut, underwhelmed, under this me, I tend to not come out. This is why y'all don't see me. This is why when people run into me, they run into me in the airport.
Yeah.
They may run into me in a grocery store, maybe because I don't even really grocery shop no more.
Right.
They run into me into these places. They be like, "Oh my God, is it you?" They run into me in spots because I make myself. It's kind of like the way. It's kind of like the way that Beyonce don't do interviews no more.
You make yourself scared.
I make myself completely scared. Now I let my counterparts. They'll see you.
And I don't even go out that much.
You don't, but you go out.
I do.
Or they'll see, or they'll run into somebody that's around me, and they'll be like, "Oh my God, tell her."
Yeah.
It is because I've made myself completely untangible. What's the other word for it? Intangible. Because if you look at me as like I can be this, I can be there, then you know. So I make myself completely intangible, so that you understand the power of the TX.
That I am not within reach.
Yeah, so that when I do step into the building, there's pandemonium. It was the same exact way when they invited me to the beach luncheon. And when I got there, they had to usher me in.
They had to what?
They had to usher me in the building because it was just like, it was pandemonium.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't be outside here because what you don't see, I'm the, again, goes back to the people's slave, or the people's, the people's tail, or the people's queen. I know you see Laverne, and y'all are Laverne.
I said this to you last week.
I know y'all see the other Peppermint, or whoever it is that y'all see above me. I know y'all see that because of the accolades that come with being place.
Listen, let me just say this. I don't think, listen, and I'm not saying this because you and I know each other personally. I am not, because you already know, I'm not a person that's just going to say it just to talk.
Yeah, I know. But you don't play with the pup.
I don't play with the pup.
Not Puff Daddy or the pup.
I'm not going to say it just to say it. Yeah, it is. And I really want to get into it. Right. I'm going to take this to go. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And I got a little container upstairs to go. I'm not saying this to Paul.
It's not something that they would do, but it's the kind of thing the authorities believe that they would do, which is all that really matters. Get me? Okay.
What's wrong with you? What? Please. I'm having a son. I'm having a son now. Why would you do that boy that? I'm having a...
Why would you get that boy that? We were bullshit. He's bonding what? My bonding what? You I'm gonna be bonding your ass. What you bitching that for?
Maintaining the integrity of the plane is the priority here. Don't rush this. Looks like a shit show down there. Clear the airstrip before you think about taking that bird into the sky. If the plane gets shot up, we're back to Alpha. Keep it up down there. The more noise you make at the airstrip, the more plausible the cover story becomes.
Right. Let's keep up.
Those cell phones are going loco. People expect more of them any second now. But remember, the mission is the plane.
Slow down, slow down. Let the apple juice now. The break is break slowly. Really?
Yeah, they want to like, how they feel about
The gang task force better send us a thank you for this. Even more Vagos coming at
Hey,
you.
look nice on
You like them? What? What's wrong with you? What?
I'm having a son and son.
I'm having a son now. Why would you get that boy that?
I'm having a.
Why would you get that boy that?
We were bonding.
He's bonding what? He's bonding my bonding what? You I'm gonna be bonding your ass out. What you bitches for? You bitches.
Alright, my people are waiting for the plane in LSIA. Vagos channels are
Let's
totally
keep
down.
up.
I would not expect any more action.
And I'm not saying this because you and I go back and forth here on this show. So I'm not saying this at all to kind of light your fire. What we're talking about?
We're talking about my presence, bitch. We're talking about my presence, girl.
What was the point that you just made?
When I was saying that, they think that because, and I respect all of my girls,
Yeah.
all of my girls that have had TV presence and have been given those opportunities. They didn't give me those opportunities because of my porn background.
Right.
But I made that if you don't give me a door, I'm gonna make a window. I'm gonna make a corner. I'm gonna make a thing, and I'm gonna pitch a tent outside and do my own thing. And my own thing is gonna be moving so hard that you're not gonna have any other choice but to see me because it's moving so hard.
That's right.
And the people that are moving around, it's moving executive. Like I don't when I sit down to meetings, Craig, and I'm saying this humbly.
Yeah.
When I go into executive meetings at Netflix, A24, Hulu, Disney, all this stuff. Yes, we know our grand matriarch because Laverne is our matriarch. Mm-hmm. She is our mother. We know our grand matriarch. But bitch, when I set toe in the room, them bitches have already said, I've been following you since I was 12, since I was 14.
And that's what, okay. So let me jump in here while I'm thinking, because that is what I'm trying to say to you. And I know I've been out with you. I know what people do when they see you. But what I am telling you is, when I am out by myself, getting on a plane, and not just when we're going to do a show for Bag Talk, when I'm going home to my family, to mind my business, or I'm going on vacation, there are people who stop me and say, we love with what the two of you are doing. But then there are people who say, we love what Madison is doing. Please give her this message. Like they say this to me. Yeah. And they said it to me today. And what I'm saying to you, as your friend, and I know you hear this so much. I know that you hear this so much. But what I'm asking you to do is to receive this in this moment.
Greg, I do receive it,
because they're like, you have no idea how you are changing lives.
Greg,
just by being who you are.
Greg, I do receive it.
And then they're like,
it's just like when that white woman, Kate Beckinsale, sat next to me at Drag Race.
Yeah.
And she said, no.
I did too. I did too. I did too. I did too.
I ain't never thought.
Yeah.
But that white woman, Kate Beckinsale, sat next to me on Drag Race and said, T.S., I want to tell you that my daughter,
yes, I really so
that white woman said to me, my daughter loves, there were 3 of her favorite people in the world.
Yeah.
3. She said, Little Wayne, I can't remember the second, and she said, hey.
And that's what I'm saying. I think sometimes you are just living in your purpose. You don't really know. I think that on a visceral level, you know, but I think on a level beyond the visceral level, you don't really know how you really are. And I don't just mean you. I mean you, yes, you. But I also mean like you as a person. And yes, I am a little cocktail, but I'm very clear about what I'm saying.
But we're very cocktail.
I'm very clear about what I'm saying. But I'm very clear about what I'm saying. I don't think that you really, because I think that it's impossible to know. I really think that it's impossible to know. And here's the thing, I pray every night. I get down on my knees every night and pray. And one of the things that I pray to God is that I am effective. I pray that I'm effective. But beyond that, my prayer is, I understand that I may not ever know what I do to affect people, or to change people, or to grow people. I may not ever know that in a conscious level, in a here and now level. But I want God to use me in a way that I may not ever understand. And I never really truly want to understand, because I think that when you start to think, oh, bitch, I'm out here changing lives, bitch. I'm out here changing lives. No, I know you don't. I know you don't. But what I'm saying is, I personally don't ever want to be in a space where I'm like, oh, bitch, I'm out here changing lives, bitch. People out here growing, living and growing because of me. And that's when you become bigger than your purpose. Yeah, you become self-absorbed, you become bigger than your purpose. I don't ever want to become bigger than my purpose, because I understand that God has used me as a vessel to use and reach and teach and heal people through me. And He could have chosen
anybody else.
He could have chosen anybody else. That's it. He could have chosen anybody other than you. He could have chosen anybody other than me. And so I always want to remember that, and I always want to like lean into that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And so like when I tell you, when I was at the park today, I'm telling you, every 15 feet.
But Craig, do you see why I can't be out?
I understand.
I can't
I understand because you are bigger than
I anticipate.
Yes.
And I can't be out. And I just like, Craig, I can't do it.
Because to be honest with you, when I was out there today, I was like, oh my God, if Madison was here with me,
yes, it would be
crazy. It would have been a mob. It's not a mob when it's me. But I was like, if Madison was with me, it would be a mob. But my point is...
But you do know that if I was there, I'd stop and talk to everybody.
Yeah, you would. And you would hug everybody, and you would talk to everybody. But that's what I'm saying. I think that it is so important. And like, there were people who stopped me and talked to me about the whole trans stuff. There were trans women. Like I said at the top of this live, there was a trans woman who, her name is Imani.
Oh my God, she's dark skinned?
Yeah.
And beautiful.
And she works for Delta.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she said, oh my God, I love you. She said, I love you as a trans. Like, she was like, I love you and I love what you and Madison do. Right? She said, if you're ever on the Delta flight, I got you.
Hold her to that. Right. You got to tell her when you get on that Delta flight, move that white woman to the back. But the gig is up, bro. The gig is up. The gig is up. The gig is up. You yeah. So back to the back. It's Rosa Parks. You'll see this back there. Rosa Parks. You'll see this back there. White woman. You didn't earn this seat, girl. You were only moved up because you were a Delta Plus. Yes. But like every few feet, there was somebody saying they appreciate what we do over here. But again, they will also say they love what you've done and what you've been in the community. Craig, I've been doing this for a long time. And that's what I'm saying. And I think what people don't really understand, I've been doing this for a long time.
Still waters reflect the clearest skies. Still minds reflect the truest stone.
I have failed. I have been on the ground. I have been drugged. I have been accused. I have failed. And this goes back to when you and I have our private conversations when they try to make these things like, oh girl, she would never have another trans girl sit next to her because she couldn't take her. I'm like, sweetie, I would sit that girl next to me and she wouldn't know what to do with all of this. We've seen it. She wouldn't know what to do with all of this because when all of this comes is extreme failure. Yes. I have failed in front of these people. I have lost in front of these people. I've had to endure in front of these people. And people don't know what you go home with. What you go home with, they don't know what you go home with. The success, they don't really see the failure. They don't. I have failed. They don't see all the lights that are here. They don't know how to shake pictures or some shit fall out the food. They don't know what to do. Or the weight of the expectancy of things got to be right. Bitch, how the sound is off, how this or whatever, and how they just roll with how they pick through the pictures to try to drag you up, or how they tell you you shouldn't brag about anything Beyonce anymore. I don't want to hear anything about it no more. Have you forgotten that I am a black transgender woman that was a prostitute and did sex work on? And a lot of people would expect anything beyond. A lot of people would approach that. That's right. Nobody even expected the places and the space that I occupy. Nobody expected. And then they make narratives. Jealous of Stella. And I'm like, bro, Stella ain't. I love Miss Stella and I love what they do. They can't walk a day in what I've already done. No. They can't walk a day, and it's because I was there that made this stuff easier for them to walk a day, even with all the things the expectations. Yeah. It's like they could be jealous of because or intimidated by because of the things that I've already been through. The weight of this is what you don't understand. The weight of me having pornography on my background. That every 5 minutes somebody is trying to bring it up. I was posting videos of me and Miss Tina. Did you know that there was someone under there posting old porn videos? And I was like, why are you trying to do this? What are you trying to prove? What is the purpose? What's the motive? I've already talked about this. I haven't done sex videos in about 12 to 15 years. Right. What are you doing? Like, why are you under here trying to attach these videos? But that is someone else's pain. Yeah. That's someone else's pain. It has nothing to do with you.
It's just, to be honest, I just think a lot of people don't like to see other people win.
That's true.
I think a lot of people see other people doing well, and because the way their life is going, they want people to join in their misery.
That's true.
Girl, get somebody.
So they're just like, so they just basically try to attach negative things to you to try to put you down.
You don't think, Mo, you don't think that sometimes I sit in those network meetings and there's some bitch in those network meetings that's over there? They might be smiling at network meetings.
Yeah.
And they're probably over there saying,
That's right.
you did those,
That's
or
right.
I caught my cousin or my uncle or my brother or my dad or my man.
Right.
Or, girl, why would you be in here pitching a story about this or whatever, girl, when you're a porn star? Sitting right in those meetings.
Yeah.
You don't think the stuff that I go through, like with that, the top of a mountain of one mountain is the bottom of another.
That's right.
That's what people don't get. The top of one mountain is the bottom of another.
But every time Lamar walks in smiling like that, I want to try it again.
So when we get into these spaces or whatever like that or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I talk about myself or I brag on myself, if I don't do it, you're not.
But I also think that when you do, quote unquote, brag upon yourself or brag on yourself, it also shines light for those queer people, trans people, to understand and realize that it's possible, whatever that is, to succeed, to make money, to be a person of influence. It communicates all of that. And yes, I am a little toasted, but I'm very clear about what I'm saying. And then the other thing is, one of the things that I wanted to talk about,
Then we're going to talk about DDT.
we're definitely going to talk about DDT. But one of the things that I wanted to but one of the things you were something else. I wanted to talk about these South Africans who have come here to the United States.
To these United States.
These United States. From South Africa, aka Afrikaners.
That's a part of the apartheid.
Yes, these people were, these white Afrikaners were descendants from the Dutch, and these people were people who upheld apartheid. Yeah. These are this is
It's not already handled. It's already done. It's done. It's done.
Okay. So these white Afrikaners, according to
20 minutes.
The reports that I've seen, it's about 59 of them who have come to this country from South Africa, and they were direct descendants of the Dutch who were moved to South Africa, who were upholding apartheid, and they now have come to Alabama. They moved to Alabama. And what I want to say about this is, it is so important that we understand that this is not happenstance. This is not happenstance. This was direct. It was chosen. It was deliberate. That these white Africans, Afrikaners, were moved to the United States. They usurped.
What's the word, Craig?
Usurped.
That's USURPED.
Usurped. They usurped all of the
I'm going to bed.
laws and things that any African from any country.
All right, y'all. I'm going to bed. I'm tired. And I have things to do in the morning.
African country.
Correct. Now, here's what I need you to understand. I know you all are saying that I'm a little tough.
What you do?
I know that you all are saying that I'm toasted, but I'm very clear about what I'm saying. There are white.
All right, y'all. I may see y'all tomorrow, today. I don't know.
Descendants from the Dutch.
It's Taco Tuesday. I'm going to get tacos. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I might.
Upheld apartheid. Those are the people who.
But y'all have a good night, and I will see y'all soon.
To Alabama. Alabama being the state where they whipping those white people's ass. Did you have that picture up there, Mom? So I want to say to all of my Alabama people, those